So, you want to get ahead of 99% of people out there in the next 6 to 12 months? Well, in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how you can do it and all the steps that you need to take to change your life completely. And I will start this video with my favorite quote from Jerry Rice, which says that today I will do what others want, so tomorrow I can live like others can't. So the first step to getting ahead of 99% of people out there is to have a clear sense of direction of where you're headed, as well as a strong reason why. So whenever things get difficult, you have this drive and motivation to push through those difficult times. So you start by creating your dream life. Ask yourself these questions. Where do you live? Who are you with? What type of business do you run? And whatever that might be. And if you want to take it a step further, you can create an ideal day in a life where you outline every single thing from the second you wake up to the second you fall asleep of how you want your day to look like. So the best way to do it is to imagine right now as you're watching this video that you're living this dream life that you always wanted, and think about tomorrow and think about what would you do tomorrow if you already have what you wanted, the money, the house, the business, and everything that is in your vision. Right from that perspective, and be as detailed and specific as you possibly can. Don't hold back. So when do you wake up? When do you go to sleep? How do you work? How do you eat? How do you exercise? And you can ask yourself all of these questions and write this day in the life of a 2.0 version of yourself. And this will give you clarity on your vision as well as how you want to create and live your life. On top of that, you need to be clear on what's your reason why. Why are you doing this all for? Is it for a person? Is it for your family? Is it for yourself so you can buy cool stuff? Or is it both? By doing all of this, you will unlock unstoppable motivation and drive every single day. Step number 2 is to craft your anti-vision. Now you have a clear picture of how you want to live your life and how it looks like. And now you want to do the exact opposite. How you don't want your life to look like and all the consequences with it. Create a clear picture of life that scares you. A life that you would consider as a big failure, and in your deathbed you would look back at this day and look back at your life and you would be like, I just wasted all my life and I lived in regrets. How would your life look like if you consider it as a big failure, and how would everything unfold, and where would you work, where would you live, and all of these details? How would it look like if you failed and if you never accomplished your vision and goals? So the purpose of this anti-vision is to not to get you discouraged. It's actually helping you to do the opposite, is to get you driven. Whenever you feel stuck, or whenever you procrastinate, or whenever you don't feel like doing the work, you want to have also anti-vision to see what would happen if you continue doing all of these things, procrastinating, postponing your task, and also going on social media and wasting your life. Your anti-vision should be packed with clear images of how you don't want your life to look like. So just like with the ideal day in a life, create an anti-ideal day in a life. So be clear on where do you live, what job you have, what car you drive, in what house you live in, and create this worst case scenario for yourself to really see. Don't hold back, because this is supposed to help you and you are going to be the only one that can see this. So make sure that you write everything in as much detail and specificity as possible. Step number 3 is alignment. Once you have your vision and anti-vision created, the next step to getting ahead of 99% of people out there is to create some sort of alignment between that vision that you just created and your daily goals and actions. So the reason why this is one of the most important steps is because people these days, they don't live their goals. They don't want to achieve their goals. They chase goals of their parents, society, and maybe a couple of gurus they see online. Once those people achieve goals, they're simply not theirs, then they feel miserable. And I used to feel miserable as well, because I was chasing goals that were not mine. They were the society goals, and when I accomplished them, I felt miserable. So that's why we have 2 types of goals. We have ego goals and heart goals. Ego goals are goals created from outside. For example, you may have seen this influencer or guru having and buying this yacht or a jet, and all of a sudden you feel like you want one as well, and that's your ultimate goal. You're going to work hard to get this yacht or get this jet, but then if you think about it, you don't even want it. Okay, you have this false perception that you want all of these things, but if you really think about it, that's not really what you want. You want something completely different, or maybe similar to it, but you realize by conscious alignment that this is not what you want and that your vision is not aligned with your goals. Take a piece of paper and list out every single goal that you think that you want, and ask yourself this question: is this truly what I want? Is this truly something that I want to work towards? And if the answer is no, then get rid of it, completely eliminate it from your list. But if you find yourself yourself with a blank paper and all of a sudden you don't have these goals anymore, or maybe you don't know what goals to set, you can use this formula to identify your goals. So set 3 main goals: financial goal, health goal, and impact goal. If you set these goals correctly, they act like this domino, because once you accomplish these 3 goals, every single area of your life is going to be impacted positively because of them. When you set these goals, make sure they're aligned with your vision. Another example of this could be that online you see all of these gurus saying that if you want to build a business, you need to have 100 employees and you have to have this big headquarters and all of that, but you don't really want that. Maybe in your vision you want to build a small business with a lean team, maybe 2 or 5 people, and you want to be like a solopreneur, travel the world and just enjoy your life without having a big team and big corporation to run. So with that said, you need to make sure that your goal goes hand in hand with your vision. And if it doesn't, or if you don't know how you can achieve that, then think about it, because you can always find a way of how to do certain things. If you don't know the answer right now, then make sure that you don't stop there. Don't be lazy. Find the answer. Step number 4 is working on the right things. You can work the same amount of hours as the other person, or you can even work more hours than the other person, but you probably will notice that you are not getting anywhere. So if you want to get ahead of 99% of people out there, you need to do what 99% of them are not doing, and that's simply working and focusing on the right things. Having 10 plus tasks in your to-do list, not getting through them all, and at the end of the day, you look at your day and you're like, I didn't accomplish anything, I didn't progress anywhere. You don't really want that, do you? Because all you're going to have is just you working hard every single day but not getting anywhere, and that's not how you're going to get ahead. And that's also not how you're going to accomplish your goals. So there is a better way to do it. And the first step to doing this is to create a detailed roadmap. Just like your vision, you need to know where you're headed. Now, when we look at your goals, you want to create roadmap, an exact like step-by-step plan on how you're going to achieve your goals. And you start by setting 1-year goal. From there, you reverse engineer your 1-year goal into quarterly goals and actions. From there, you do the same thing for your months. So you have monthly actions as well as monthly goals, following by weekly goals and weekly actions, and you end up in your daily actions and daily goals. So once you have clarity on what you need to do every single day to move the needle forward, then you only focus on those things until you get to your goal. Of course, you can allow yourself to have some sort of a flexibility and do additional things, but you need to make sure that you identify those needle moving tasks, which are essentially daily actions that will help you accomplish that 1-year goal. These needle moving activities that you find out for yourself are your priority. You need to do them every single day, no matter what. Okay, so that's why I always recommend to do these needle moving tasks in the morning. So when you have the most time, when no one is disrupting you, and when you can actually get them done. Which leads me to the step number 5, which is deep work and flow state. So having clarity on what you need to do every single day is not enough, because you need to have the right tools as well as skill set to put it in the work and make sure that when you're actually performing that task, you're 100% focused, you don't have distractions around, and you can actually get it done in less time. The first thing you need to do to actually accomplish this is to master the principle of deep work. Deep work, or actually doing your deep work blocks during the day, will help you perform your needle moving tasks with ease. You will have no procrastination, no distractions, no multitasking. You'll be solely focused on that one needle moving task in front of you for 90 to 120 minutes. And your deep work should be done first thing in the morning when you have the highest mental clarity, energy, as well as willpower, because if you postpone the most important task of your day, you won't get it done. So that's why having deep work blocks first thing in the morning or after your morning routine is very crucial. During your deep work, you're not trying to message your team, you're not trying to message your friends or just go on social media and chat with other people. It's you versus you. You block the noise, you put on blinders, and you don't respond to anybody. By doing so, you're going to get ahead of 99% of people out there, and achieving your goals will be very easy for you. And just think about it. How would your life change if you'd be able to do your needle moving tasks every single day for a whole year, or maybe just 6 months without fail, in 100% focus, without distractions? How would your life change? Well, it probably would change a lot, and you will achieve things way faster and way easier, right? So one thing to mention when it comes to deep work is that without flow and accessing flow state, your deep work won't be as effective. Flow state is a mental state where you immerse yourself fully into one task and everything around you just stops. You feel amazing, you're energized, you're focused, you're fully into the task, you put the blinders on and you don't even see anyone or anything around you, just that one task. And that's why people say like they're in the zone, because they access the flow state and now they can only focus on this one task 100%. Mastering the flow is the next skill set and a toolkit you need to have. If you don't know where to start, I actually put a free free masterclass where you'll find everything you need to know on how to focus, do your deep work, and access flow state on command. So if you're interested, click the link in the description and you can access it for free. Okay, and the last step number 6, is to disappear and change your environment. So what does it actually mean to disappear and change or optimize your environment? Well, it means to cut out all the toxic people, toxic things in your life, as well as all the limiting habits and distractions that could be slowing you down or holding you back. Because if you don't get rid of them, at least for this temporary season of growth that you're currently having, always going to be there, and they're going to always distract you and stop you from succeeding. And why would you want to have so much friction and make it even harder for yourself than it needs to be? So for the next 6 to 12 months, cut out all the toxic people from your life. Cut out all the toxic food and alcohol and partying and endless scrolling on social media. Cut it off. Get rid of all the apps and websites distracting you. I can promise you, you're going to feel amazing, and getting work done will be actually very rewarding, enjoyable, and very easy. And essentially, that's the price you have to pay to achieve amazing success in this world and achieve all of those goals and visions. But if you manage to do all of these things that I've just mentioned in this video for the next 6 or 12 months, you will not only get ahead of 99% of people out there, but you will achieve amazing things, and maybe even all the goals that you've set for yourself and more. So make sure that you don't underestimate any of these steps that I just mentioned. Go, take action, and change your life. If you'd like to learn more about how you can improve your performance and efficiency, then subscribe to this channel, and I'll see you in the next one.